Hey y'all, hey. Once again, my name is Venus here, back again with another video. Um Authentically yapping, of course, because we're gonna talk about life and everything that is dealing with it. We're gonna talk about God, spirituality, elevation, essence, fashion, all of the things, right? So you can go ahead and like the video, subscribe to my channel, join the vibe, join the gang. You know what I'm saying? And let's get right into the video. So today we're going to be talking about stagnancy. We're going to talk about being stuck. We're going to talk about all the things that correlate to that subject. Okay? So because right now, being vulnerable, right now I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm very stagnant. Even though there's some things that I need to work on, there isn't really motion. And I know that God has called me to sit down because before I had a lot of motion, I was doing a lot, I was helping a lot, and I probably was getting in the way of Him doing things in other people's lives because I was trying to help people with stuff. And I was going to God, I wasn't asking Him, like, hey, God, do you want me to help this person? Do you want me to help that person? So, stripped everything, sit down. Okay, sitting down. Currently still sitting down, and when the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you see like, hey, I got bills coming up, or I want to do this, or I want to see this, or I need this for this, you start to get weary, and you start to try to have control. Remember, we talked about control the last video. We start to want to have control over certain aspects of our lives just because the weight of the world, when we're not relying on God enough. And I can honestly say I'm not leaning, or I'm not weighing on God enough to help him fix my situation, because I've always been the person that, everything's gonna be okay. God always got me. But I'm expensive. I like expensive things. I like to have things to help me to solve problems, and we all know that money is energy, and money is the way of the world. Quote unquote, money is the root of all evil. If it's the root of all evil, why do they accept it at church? Nonetheless, not this video. Um But there is a reason why God is calling you to sit down. It's a reason why God needs you to be a little bit stuck or a little bit stagnant, because it allows you to look at every avenue, look at everything around you. It allows you to actually think about your next steps, your next moves, and allows you to do a deep dive in detail of every single position, every single way. One, two, allows you to go inward within yourself to see what you may need to work on, what you need to heal, what you need to discard of, and what you need to grow with habits, um in any aspects, eating habits, um if you have any vices, just everything. It's a mirror, like, it allows you to see in, but also see like your next direction. And of course, you have to pray. You have to get in your closet, get in your small space, and you have to pray to God. You have to allow God to correct you. You have to let God um lead you. You have to know that he's going to do the things that you need him to do, so that way you won't feel stuck or feel stagnant. And As long as you feel like you're in that place, you're not doing the work that is needed to move forward, or you're not doing what God needs you to do to move forward. It took me a long time to realize that God wanted me to start speaking my truth. It took me a long time to realize that God wanted me to start making videos. It took me a long time to realize that God wanted me to open my mouth to help other people. And not in that sense. I'm talking about God wanted me to share my experiences, to share my truth, to share things that I have been through to help other people navigate and to not wait so long for their elevations, for their transitions like I have. Because third decade, that's all I'm saying. And I'm just now, but usually that's when transformations happen. Usually that's the turning point when God be like, all right, you had your teens, you had your 20s. Now, come here, sit down. Don't worry about nothing. Sit down. Because if y'all didn't know, God is a black father. Another video. Um, but just remember that you're not alone when it comes to your wilderness season, when it comes to your isolation season, when it comes to God grooming you and preparing you for the thing, especially if it's something that you want. God is going to test you to make sure that this is what you want. He's going to prepare you for the thing that you ask for, so that way you will be able to sustain the thing, that you will be able to keep the thing for longevity, and you will be able to be happy with the thing that you finally got, and knowing that the Heavenly Father, your Father, gave it to you, and knowing that it's not going anywhere, it's not breaking, it's not none of that. It's here to stay, and you'll be able to rejoice in it and keep the train rolling. And that's what anything, any area in your life. If something go missing, or if something break, or you get in an accident or something like that, just know that everything will be restored by God's hands. All you gotta do is ask. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and knock on the door. He may need to prepare you for something. He may need to have you to realize a couple of points before getting something, but you will get that thing. You will get that thing. You will get that thing. And once you get it, Father, you're the best. For real. For real. I know I can't wait to get my thing, because my things, because baby, y'all can just see my face. But um I just want to say to everybody, pray, 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 go to God, ask, because I know this is in chapter Jeremiah 11. I'm not sure like which specific verse. I think it's 3, but it may not be 3. Maybe after 3. But it says, "Cursed is the person who does not keep the covenant with God." Now, covenant relationship. If you're in a marriage, you're in a covenant. So you have to keep your covenant with God first. Then that trickles down into your marriage, because your partner is a reflection of God in a physical form. Is a reflection of the love that God has for you in a physical form. So as like, let's say my husband is a physical representation of the love that God has for me. So he's going to protect me. He's going to care for me. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. He's going to do all the things that God asks him to do physically, because God is not physically here. He's not physically able. He's able to move things to happen physically, but he's not physically here to do them himself. He gets vessels to do the things that he needs done. Okay. So, and then me being a wife, of course, I'm gonna cater to my husband. I'm gonna nurture my husband. I'm going to, do the wifely duties, as because I am a representation of God, God's love for my husband. Get it? Get it. Now, you have to have a personal relationship with God. I'm going to say that again. You have to have a personal relationship with God. You have to have a personal relationship with God, because if you don't, then what are you doing? If you don't, then yeah. So you have to have a personal relationship with God outside of church. Outside of church. God doesn't want you in churches. Churches is a construct, it's a business. Hence why money is there. Money is not God. Energy is God. Time is God. Money is energy. Money is essence. Money is aura. Just in a note form. Breaking down the matrix coming soon. So when it comes to money, no, when it comes to having a personal relationship with God outside of church, meaning that you build that covenant with God. Keep that covenant, cuz that's the only thing that is going to help you overall in life, is that covenant with God. So make sure that you listen to God. You ask God for discernment. You ask God for wisdom. You ask God for understanding. You ask God for knowledge. You ask God for help whenever you need help. Um, because He will give you rest. Um, when it comes to your covenant with God, don't let nobody tell you that you don't know God, and you receive signs, you receive secret, I can't say that word. You receive synchronicities, you have knowledge, you have wisdom, you feel God moving around you, and you know that there's no other person, no other entity that is doing it besides him. And that, because you can hear God, you can feel God, you can see God, you can understand God, all of those things through discernment, through synchronicities, through even like on a spiritual level, hearing, like um ear ringing, if you like feel like, you know touching, if you feel it, um it's a lot of what you call them, superstitions that are useful to decipher God. um it's a lot of different ways to know that it, but if you once you have that inner knowing, that intuition, that gut wrenching feeling that it is God, don't let nobody take that from you. Don't let nobody shift that from you. Don't let nobody try to tell you different, because you know what you know. And once again, is the relationship is between you and God. It's not you, God, and your mama. It's not you, God, and your grandma. It's not you and God and your grandfather. It's not you and God and your cousin. It's not you and God and your auntie. It's not you and God and that nigga down the street. It's not you and God and the the guy that you talking to millions of miles away. It's not you and God, it's not you and God and a friend that may stay 2 states over. It's just you and God. Yeah, you and God. Now, once you have a relationship with God, God is going to start to cultivate your soul lines, your soul tribes, your people, your friends, your family, people who are supposed to be with you along your journey. Okay? So once that happens, you'll have your tribe, you'll have your people. And you'll know when you have your tribe, you'll know you'll have somebody around you that is supposed to be around you, who is your a part of your soul line, not your bloodline, because your bloodline is just physical. Your soul line is spiritual. So, and you'll know when there's divine alignment, divine timing, divine conversations, when there is low key supernatural things happening, um, hearing, talk, yelling, and you don't know where it's coming from. I'm gonna have to break that down too. But it's a lot of different ways. But the ethers ain't nothing to play with, because that's where you hear everything. Like I would say, but I can't. But not right now, at least. Um, but yeah, in my opinion, your soul line is better than your bloodline. To be honest, but I believe that I'm going to stop this here. Um, of course, my YouTube authentically yapping, my Twitch IDEFKM underscore. I do need to stream. But that's my Twitch. My TikTok LESGETLIT, and my IG is AR15Z underscore. Um, you could rewind the video and go back to the page that has my socials on it. And once again, like, comment, subscribe for the vibes. And I'll holla at y'all.